a second-generation new talent. I inherited my parents' genes perfectly. Although I am still in college, I already have many fans around the world. I am often stalked by weirdos, so my dad hired a professional bodyguard for me. He is an incredibly handsome man. Are you sure you're a bodyguard? Aren't you secretly the date my mom set me up with? Suddenly, a basketball came flying over, and he caught it with one hand.
My name is Sharui, and I am a professional bodyguard. You can find my resume with my dad.
Looking at his cool demeanor, I felt really annoyed. When he opened the car door for me, I accidentally bumped into his buddy. Oh my god, his muscles are even harder than the floor at my house. As soon as I got to school, I saw my boyfriend, A-Fei, staring at me angrily.
Who's that pretty boy at the noodle stall? Tell me. Explain clearly.
You're overthinking it. My dad hired this bodyguard for me.
Do you have any questions?
A-Fei looked annoyed and bumped into him with his shoulder. But Sharui grabbed him by the collar and locked him on the ground.
What are you doing? Let go of me!
Sharui stood up with a relaxed look on his face, and A-Fei was almost driven
I am
mad
your
with anger.
boyfriend. I will protect you.
Suddenly, a small spider landed on A-Fei's shoulder, and he immediately screamed and ran back to the classroom. As we walked into the school building, a group of girls looked at Sharui with adoration. Is this Lisa's new boyfriend? He looks so strong. At that moment, my best friend Jingyi came over with my favorite coffee. Lisa, have you had breakfast? Sharui grabbed the coffee, smelled it, and took a sip.
It's not poisonous. You can drink it.
Lisa just took it away. You didn't really think I would poison my best friend, did you?
I'm just working.
Jingyi dragged me to the corner. I admit she's quite charming.
But you still have privacy now.
You should find a way to get rid of her. Maybe Jingyi is right. With this tag-along, I have no privacy at all. Yun follows me every moment, engraved in my heart. In class, in the library, and even when I go to the bathroom, he's watching me. It's so embarrassing. At night, he stands guard at my bedroom door. I've never seen him sleep. He's always cold and makes me shiver. One night, as I was heading to the studio to record a song, a guy suddenly rushed out and pulled something from behind his back, and a ray instantly subdued him. I just wanted an autograph. I was so embarrassed, but I'm a very popular singer. You must get used to some of the fans' behavior.
I'm just working.
Calm down, Lisa. There's no reasoning with this interview. The next day, A-Fei invited me to watch a movie. It was a super sad movie, and A-Fei and I cried a lot. But Sharui, that guy, didn't feel a thing. He's simply a robot. After dinner, A-Fei suddenly hugged me and asked for a kiss. Come on, this is a public place. A-Fei kept jabbering and refusing to back down. Just then, Arui suddenly grabbed him and tossed him like a deck of cards. A-Fei angrily picked up a chair and charged over. I quickly played the peacemaker and put him into a taxi, then looked angrily at Arui. Your job is to protect my safety, not to interfere with my private life.
Sorry. I'll be more careful next time.
The pandemic in a few days?
At the live concert, I was performing my new song, and the atmosphere reached a climax. I felt amazing. I invited fans to come up and sing with me, and suddenly, Arui jumped in and pushed all my fans off the stage, then grabbed my waist and carried me away. This was a live broadcast, and I finally had enough. I complained to my parents about her behavior, but Dad happily wanted to give her a raise. Lisa, Arui just wants to protect you. In the end, I asked my best friend for help. You just have to make sure she doesn't stay angry. She would definitely resign. At 4 in the morning, I was preparing to scare Ari awake, but to my surprise, she was already up. So I asked her to buy me breakfast. I want a caramel macchiato, 6 ice cubes, 1/4 milk, 1/8 almond, with a rose pattern on top, served in a biodegradable cup with a pink straw.
My sheep are mean.
I understand.
Oh my, she actually did it. Is she really a robot? In the afternoon, we went to the shopping center. I tried to take her down, spending like crazy, but she didn't react at all. I pretended to twist my ankle and forced her to carry me home, yet she was as strong as a tank, so I took the chance to escape through the bathroom window. At that moment, Jinky sent a photo of A-Fei pinning a girl against the wall. I don't know why, but I was very surprised. She looked very calm and even went to the club to dance. Suddenly, to my horror, I discovered that Ari was sitting across the table, leisurely drinking coffee. Then she actually took my hand and led me to the center of the stage. I gazed into her eyes affectionately, her face getting closer and closer to mine, and at that moment, she pushed me away as though she had gotten an electric shock.
We should go back.
But she held my hand tightly, and when we got home, I saw there was a box on the bed. As soon as I opened it, many mice jumped out, startling me. Inside, there was also a note with threatening words. Someone had broken into my room. For safety, Irui suggested that I not go to school recently, but the next day, the manager called me to attend a concert in Paris.
You shouldn't show up until we find out who wants to hurt you.
But this was my biggest performance to date, and I had to attend, so Eri eventually agreed. But she had one condition. She had to sleep in the same hotel room with her. In Paris, I rehearsed my songs all night, while she kept staring out of the window. The next morning, I found her still sleeping on the sofa. Something on the floor caught my attention. A photo of a pretty girl. She looked about my age, and I quickly put the wallet away. I admit I was jealous, as if my most cherished thing was suddenly taken away by someone. The concert went smoothly. I saw Ray in the crowd. She looked so cute when she smiled. Pull yourself together. She has a girlfriend. When I was singing the fourth song, I suddenly noticed a masked figure holding something towards me. I fell into the deepest silence. Strong arms grabbed me, and I looked up to see Arui's anxious face.
We must leave here immediately.
In my trembling, she ran me up to the hotel room with a blanket. Sitting beside me, I felt unprecedentedly safe. After a long time, I felt a hand gently stroke my cheek. Why did he do this? I feel hot and weak all over. The next morning, I saw Ray making breakfast, but I was shocked when I saw him dancing. It turns out he also has a childlike side, and Ray noticed me too.
Looks prettier.
Of course, nobody can resist my charm. And your girlfriend?
You mean the photo in my wallet?
Oh my god, turns out she really was awake back then. Ari told me that's her sister she grew up with at the orphanage. Ari lost her in the end, so she wants to be a shield. She's always wanted to go to the Eiffel Tower. I jokingly said I wanted to go too.
No way. It's too dangerous right now.
I'm not scared. As long as you're with me, I'm not afraid at all. Finally, Ari agreed. When we climbed to the top of the tower, I screamed with my eyes closed, and Ari gently hugged me from behind.
Don't be afraid, Sasha. Slowly open your eyes.
I feel a pair of warm hands gently caressing my waist, looking at the lights of the city. I feel like I'm embracing the whole world, a sense of unprecedented security sprouting in my heart. Arui, would you ever fall in love with your client? His answer made my smile vanish instantly.
No. If I get emotionally involved, I would lose my accurate judgment.
A week later, I had to go back to school for an exam. I went to the library to study, leaving Arui at the entrance. Suddenly, he rushed in and told me to run quickly. The bookshelf near me suddenly collapsed. Ari instantly knocked me down, but he got trapped under the bookshelf. I stayed in the hospital for a week. My parents worried about my safety and made me come home, but I insisted on visiting Ari every day. One day, I dozed off against the wall, and Jingy came to see me with my favorite coffee. A hand suddenly slapped. I turned around to see Alex and the police next to him, and Serenity was suddenly handcuffed. Alex revealed something that shocked me deeply, and it turns out Serenity is the one who toppled the bookshelf. I've been watching her, and that day, I saw her enter the library through the back door. I knew she meant no good, and I'm confident she's the one who spiked your coffee. My best friend wants to hurt me. Beauty, talent, fame, wealth, and Alfie. Life is just this unfair. If it weren't for your protection, I would have gotten it long ago.
Relax. Everything is in the past now.
I'm fine. How's your injury?
I'm fine now. But I can't be your protector anymore. I can no longer resist my feelings.
I'm letting you go now. Would you like to be my boyfriend? Adam froze, then gently lifted my face. Everyone has a heart that wants to protect someone. They say it's the heart of a love-struck person. Dear, I've already engraved your name among the stars for you. That's the star I keep for you. Well, my story ends here. Don't forget to use your soft little hand to give a like. Thank you.